Today is the day I will finally be reviewing Scream, which came out in 1996. I've been looking forward to review this movie, and man, I'm finally ready to do this. Scream is like one of my favorite horror movies. I just love it a lot. It's just so cool. I just love this movie a lot. It's just so amazing. And I kind of like the sequels as well. It just goes all over the place, but it's really cool. I just love this movie. And the killer in this movie is just, well, a random guy wearing a ghost face mask. And, there are going to be characters, and they have to solve and figure out who's Ghostface. So it's kind of like a murder mystery, and I do love a murder mystery movie. So I will be reviewing this movie starting now. It's funny that Ghostface is behind me. But anyways, let me review this movie. First things first, I do love this title card, and I also love this amazing opening scene. It's just so iconic. Yeah, seriously, this is like one of my favorite opening scenes of like horror movie history. It's just so amazing in my opinion. And I also do think the character Casey Becker is a cool character. Not as cool as the final girl in this movie, which I will talk about pretty soon. But still, Casey is still a pretty cool character in this movie. I also feel bad that Casey has to deal with this phone call, which is Ghostface, because, well, he is, well, evil, of course. And I just feel bad for her that she has to deal with this on, of course, her phone. And Casey should be careful with those knives because, yeah. I mean, it could, like, injure her and, yeah, just don't play around with knives because, well, I mean, of course you're probably gonna have to defend yourself with, I mean, at least something. So, yeah, just always defend yourself because, like, just do not trust Ghostface at all times. Also, the voice of Ghostface in this movie is just so amazing and iconic at the same time.
Favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
I just can't get over Ghostface's voice. It's just so iconic. I just love this movie so much. I just really do. At this point, Casey should just, just run out the house at this point. She's just standing there. She should at least do something, or like I said before, defend herself. I also feel bad that Casey's boyfriend, Steve, is just tied up. Like, he did not even do anything bad, at least I think. Like, what does he even get to deserve this? Like, this just makes no sense. I just feel bad for both of these characters. Steve's death is not my favorite kill, but it is pretty gory. But, of course, I'm not gonna show most of it because, well, I'm pretty sure you know by now. Just don't show that much gore. I mean, a little bit of gore is fine, I guess you could say. Well, as long as it's not that gory. But anyways, I still think Steve's death is kind of crazy. Even though if it's not, like, over the top, my favorite kill. I think it's cool that we get to see Ghostface like this when he just jump scares Casey. It's just very random, but it's still kind of goofy. And scary at the same time. I love the shot where Casey is just running, and then Ghostface just raises up the knife and just stabs her. It's just so, like, cool. I just will never forget this shot of the scene. It's just really cool. And I feel bad, of course. I feel so bad for the parents that they have to witness Casey's death. Oh my god, this is just so crazy. I mean, I could imagine what they're going through after all these years. I just feel so bad for the parents. And Casey. I guess I just feel bad for most of these characters. I really do. Now, this is gonna be the final girl for, like, the rest of the franchise. Well, I guess you could say. Until we get to Scream 5 and 6, I guess you could say. But anyways, here's the final girl, Sidney Prescott. And honestly, she's one of my favorite final girls. Sidney is just so amazing. It's just Sidney Prescott is, like, one of my favorite final girls. I mean, I do have other favorites, but, like, she is, like, probably, like, my top 10, I would say. Yeah, Sidney Prescott's, like, definitely one of my favorite final girls of, like, all time. No joke about that. And of course, Sydney has a boyfriend, and it is, Billy. Yeah, Billy is his name. I don't know why I almost forgot his name. I mean, I shouldn't, because he's like one of the main characters. Now, yeah, Billy, of course, is the boyfriend of this movie. Ugh. Sorry, not a fan of that, but I had to mention it because, well, I mean, he's one of the main characters in this movie. But Sydney will always be my favorite. But I think Billy's a cool character as well. It's really sad in this movie that Sydney's mom died because, well, I mean, I just feel bad. Now she doesn't have a mother anymore. I just feel bad for Sydney. But hey, at least Sydney has a father. That's good. But yeah, I still feel bad for Sydney's mother. And the character Dewey is just such a nice character. Like, Dewey's like one of my other favorite characters of this movie. I mean, he's such amazing, even though if he is a cop. But I do think since he's a cop, that's pretty cool. So yeah, Dewey's even a cool character as well. Yeah, Dewey is the best. And the other character, Gail, I think Gail is a cool character, even though she is kind of mean to Sydney in this movie. But I do still think Gail is a cool character. I'm just glad we get to see Sydney, Dewey, and Gail like in the rest of the franchise. That is just great. So yeah, I know Gail is mean to Sydney, but still, she's just one of my other favorite characters. And why not introduce the rest of the characters for this movie just to get it over with? First off is Randy Meeks. I do think he is a cool character. Not as best as Sydney, Dewey, and Gale, but I think Randy is cool. Of course, we have Sydney's friend Tatum. I think she's an okay character. And of course, we have Stu Macher. He's also a pretty cool character. Also, Stu makes me think of, well, the food stew. Not gonna lie, because that's, well, his name. So yeah, anyways, moving on. And of course, like I said in the beginning of this movie, we have Sydney and Billy Loomis. Sydney Prescott, I should say. Yeah. Okay, now are we good with the characters? Good. Now, moving on. I absolutely love the part when Ghostface attacks Sydney, but like Sydney just kicks the living heck out of Ghostface. It's just really ridiculous and crazy. Also, this image is just so iconic. I just see this image wherever I go. It's ridiculous, but it's so iconic, this image. I also want to know why Sydney is just running up the stairs. I mean, didn't she say, like, while she was calling Ghostface to, like, well, run out the front door instead of going upstairs? Whatever, man. At least we get to see Ghostface kind of, like, at the door here. He looks so goofy. It's really funny to me. Also, why did Billy just jump scare Sydney? Billy is just so suspicious. Maybe Billy is the killer. Or maybe Billy is not the killer. It is a mystery. I also want to know why did Dewey have the mask like that? Like, why did he do that? Maybe Dewey is the killer. Or maybe he's just playing around. Gail is just so ridiculous. She's just like, I don't know, yeah, it's just like so ridiculous that Gail's just like trying to be mean. She's even mean to her cameraman guy. Like what's going on with Gail? Like, stop being mean. I mean, she is still one of my favorite characters, but Gail just needs to stop being mean. Could you just please do that, Gail? Please, Gail? Please? It's also ridiculous Sydney punches. Now that I think about it, maybe Gail does deserve to be punched since she is being rude to Sydney. But at the same time, maybe it is not necessary. I don't know. But yeah, just stop being mean, Gail. It's just bad to be mean. But hey, at least Gail is better in the other movies. She, like, treats Sydney like a friend, even though she is, well, still kind of a little rude. At this point, I just think Gail is just obsessed with makeup. I mean, look at her. Like, I don't know why she's obsessed with makeup. But at this point, I mean, I feel like everyone, like, some people just love makeup. So I guess it's fine to be who you are. I also love that Gail is just, like, putting up her finger. And she's like, no, no, no. She looks so goofy. She really does. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Gale just acting goofy. I guess it is what it is. So you be you, Gale. I think it's so goofy that Ghostface is just running really funny. I also want to know why Ghostface is acting so clumsy. Just look at him. He just looks so ridiculous. He's just running wherever he just wants to run. He's just so clumsy. I know Sydney has been through a lot, but hey, look on the bright side. Stu is throwing in like a house party, so that's like pretty exciting. So you should just be thankful that Stu is just doing a nice thing for you. I mean, he's even inviting you over to his house, so that's nice. And Tatum is like, just leave Sydney alone. Yeah, it's kind of pretty random, but yeah, lol. I think it's cool that the principal, like, sees the janitor in this scene. And why do I think it's cool? Well, because, well, apparently the janitor is wearing, like, a Freddy Krueger outfit, and that's, like, amazing. And honestly, the actor, I don't know if he's an actor, but he is a director, and this is Wes Craven, the director of the movie. Also, rest in peace to Wes Craven. I also feel bad for him. Rest in peace. Your movie is still amazing. And he was also the director of A Nightmare on Elm Street. So, yeah, that's a fun Easter egg that he's wearing a Freddy Krueger outfit. I kind of like the principal's death in this movie. I mean, sure, it's not like over the top insane, but I still love it. It just looks cool, and I love that Ghostface, just his like his reflection through the eye looks cool. I'm glad that the rest of this movie takes place in Stu's house. I don't know, it just looks so cool for like around the end of this movie. Since we have Dewey and Gale left, I just want to mention why Gale's just so sneaky of being in the party and just putting a camera in the background. Just look at this. Gale should not just be sneaky and put a camera there. I'm telling you, it is so unnecessary. Gale should just not act like this. And I also feel bad that the cameraman has to deal with her, well, whatever's going on. Oh my god. Why do you have to do this, Gale? Also, Sydney just looks so miserable at the party. She should just throw on like a happy face. Like, I just don't know why she has to act like this. Come on, Sydney, you can just act more happy than grumpy. I mean, I know you lost your mom, Sydney, but still, she should just still be happy that she's just thankful that she has all these friends and that she's at Stu's house. I love the scene where Ghostface is like, no, no, no. He's just so goofy. I don't know what to say else about Ghostface except that he's just a psychopath. And also, Tatum should just get out of there. Instead, she just wants to talk to Ghostface. She has the opportunity to run, but of course she doesn't. But I do gotta say, Tatum's death is actually pretty cool. I like that the other characters, including Randy, are watching Halloween. And I also like that Randy is, like, giving out the rules of surviving a horror movie. Because, like, you have to pay attention and, like, defend yourself and survive. Also, Stu looks like one of the funniest characters I've seen in my life. I mean, he is, well, the actor who played Shaggy in Scooby-Doo, so maybe that explains it why. I don't know, he's just so goofy. He looks so funny. I absolutely love the chase scenes in this movie. You'll see it a lot in this franchise. I just never get tired of those chase scenes. They just look so cool and suspenseful at the same time. Another iconic scene in this movie that I just have to point out is that it's just so iconic that Ghostface is behind Randy because, well, I don't know, it's just so iconic. And yeah, Randy should turn around. He really should because you do not want to get stabbed by Ghostface. Do you, Randy? Do you? I feel bad that Gale's cameraman died. He did not deserve this. Not, like, one bit. I just feel so bad for Gale's cameraman. I also love this screenshot with Gale just screaming. Maybe that's why they called this movie Scream, because most of the characters scream. Well, that makes sense. It really does. I feel so bad that Dewey has a knife in his back. I'm just so worried that he died. Spoiler alert, Dewey is still alive, so that's good. Now it's finally time to reveal the killer of this movie. And the killer is Billy Loomis. Now, I think he's a pretty cool character. I'll always remember him as the Ghostface killer. But wait a minute, there is another killer. There are two killers. Since Billy Loomis is the killer, Stu. Yeah, Stu was the second killer. Now, I do think they are pretty cool killers, Billy and Stu. I kind of did suspect it since, well, of course, Billy is suspicious, and Stu is goofy, and Ghostface was kind of acting clumsy and goofy, so yeah, process of illumination, yeah, they were the killers. And, turns out my, theory was right. Well, I didn't predict it, but, well, yeah, technically I did, but overall, I think they are pretty cool killers. Yeah, they just look so goofy. When I first saw this movie, I had no idea this was Sidney's father because, well, I thought it was just a random, like, person. But I should have predicted it since, well, I didn't think he wanted to be at the party anyways. And he was, like, kind of tied up, so yeah. So I guess this is Sidney's father. I absolutely feel bad for him. It's so hilarious that Billy's going full on rage mode and just ripping up the couch. It's ridiculous. It's so creative that Sydney was hiding in the closet and wearing the Ghostface costume. My god, Sydney's the best final girl in like forever. She'll always be the best final girl. I do like the scene where Sydney just throws the TV on Stu's head. It just looks so crazy and cool. I do love the part where Billy comes back to life for one last scare and then just dies. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Billy. And of course I was not lying. Dewey did of course survive, so I'm really proud that Dewey survived. So that's amazing. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of this amazing movie. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I really, of course, love this movie and love this movie review. Oh my god, Scream's just one of my favorite franchises in like ever. It's just so amazing. And yeah, I'm also glad that I have these horror characters in the background of the videos. Like Ghostface, for example, since I am filming a Scream movie review after all. So that's fun. And yes, that's pretty much it of the video. And I do have one last thing to say. Now, the next movie review is going to be Mortal Kombat. And I know what you're thinking. Scream 2 should be next, right? Well, don't worry. I now want to do videos, like movie reviews, like if I do a franchise, I don't want to do it like I don't want to do it for like, I don't know, 4 weeks. Because, like, if it's a big franchise. But I will do Scream 2. But the next movie review is Mortal Kombat. Then it will be Scream 2. I hope that makes sense. And I know most of you are like, Mortal Kombat? That's not horror. Well, the video games are kind of horror. It has Freddy Krueger in it as, like, one of the characters. So, yeah. So, I just can't wait for you all to see the Mortal Kombat movie review coming out in like a couple of days. So yes, and then after Mortal Kombat movie review, I promise I will do Scream 2. And that's pretty much all I have to say. So, bye!